Okay, here with Norview head basketball coach Ricardo Foster. His Pilots win it tonight 61-53 at Lake Taylor to move to 21 overall, 17-1 in the rating scale games here, coach. And Lake Taylor came ready to play tonight. You know about these Eastern District battles, these Norfolk rivalry games. Certainly a team that was amped for the opportunity. And tell me about what you guys did to kind of keep them from, I guess, gaining the momentum with the crowd and getting a bigger lead.
It was definitely a tough game. Lake Taylor came out to play, and they played real well. But, luckily my guys being a little more experienced from the senior standpoint, they settled down and they were a little composed. And once things started working in our favor, that's when we got going in the second half.
As a coach, even though you're trailing on the scoreboard 30-29, did you feel like that was a win for you at the half, knowing that, all right, you got to halftime right there and you knows how to kind of answer the call?
I mean, the whole season been kind of up and down like that. Like some games we up 1 or 2 points at the half. Some games we down 1 or 2 points at the half. The most important thing that the guys are still in tune with what's going on, because the only thing that matters is when the clock goes to 0-0-0 in the fourth quarter.
What did they show you, or I guess challenge you with, that kind of you hadn't seen from other district teams this year and other opponents you faced that kind of got you guys to have to answer that call in the third quarter?
I've been practicing it because it worked. I tried it once against Kings Fork, the tandem defense. They ran, I believe, like a box 1, triangle 2, and it caught me off guard at first, but we practiced it. And the reason why I practiced it because, certain teams, I knew we have to play that style of play. So once we noticed it, we just ran our stuff and stayed poised, and things kind of worked in our favor.
Jamal Madison gives you 19 points tonight, 5 assists, 4 steals, and Josiah Stevenson, we've been talking about him, I think, from going back to that Wilson game, 11 of his points in the third quarter. He was that unsung hero again for you when he needed it.
Right, definitely, and that's what Joe did in that third quarter. They came out in that triangle 2. They left Josiah open. He hit 1 or 2 corner threes, opened things up, and it kind of, helped us out a lot and gave us a little comfort.
How huge was it to get to the fourth quarter, not only with the 10-point lead, but keeping Zyrell Mitchell off the foul line for 3 quarters, which I know is not easy to do?
Yeah, today he kind of missed a couple free throws, and I was shocked, and luckily they didn't go in. And I mean, going into the fourth quarter, things were a little helter-skelter, but as long as we had the lead, and I looked at the foul count was great. Everything was in our favor. We just had to close the game out.
There were 2 other big-time players for you, senior John Hines, junior Jelani Darden. They stepped up for you, too. Hines, a lot of offensive rebounds, in foul trouble, too. And then Darden, I think with about 3 minutes to go, he hit those 2 big free throws to put you up 6 or 8 points, and that was kind of a little bit of a distance that you needed.
Yeah, definitely. Those 2 guys, we talked at halftime, they weren't really getting it on the scoring end, but those guys were playing great defense and rebounding, and it kind of played in our favor with Jamal and Joe kind of getting buckets in the first and second half. So everything worked out the way we like.
I've heard about other teams in the area that youth will bite them in. The experience tonight, do you think that would have been the difference a couple of years ago? You might have lost a game like this. Now these guys have been through these wars and know how to close the games out, or?
Definitely. We lost games in the past. We lost games in the past that were close just like this. But now that our guys are older and they understand what it's like, when I tell them we got to compete against that margin of error, they see what that is. They understand that an error, what it consists of, and how fatal it could be. And those guys are responding to those situations real good.
Lastly, you got 4 games left. I mean, you can't sleep on anybody. You got Maury and Wilson to finish up the schedule. I know you got Highland Springs as well on that slate here coming up at Kingsburg on Saturday. But the chance to get the 1 seed, how big that would be in your region, knowing how deep and good it is.
Yeah, this is a tough conference, and I would definitely like the 1 seed. But when realistically, once that playoff start, everybody's 0-0. Anybody can be beat on any given night. So we still got to stay level-headed, 2 feet on the ground, and just execute in the playoffs the same way we're doing regular season.
Well, this game tonight was a game for men. This was no stall game. This was some tough men out there. Good win for Coach Foster's Pilots. We'll see you soon. Congrats.
Thank you.
Yep.